So we're going to start with some eggplant. And in Italian, that's known as melanzane, which means mad apple, by the way, because at one time, this was considered to be a kind of a mysterious fruit. Eggplant is a fruit, it's not a vegetable. And it was brought to Italy by India, and the Italians embraced it. And ever since, it's been in Southern Italian cooking as one of the premier vegetables used in the South. And I know that a lot of people like to salt their eggplant and allow the bitter juices to drain out. But I'll tell you a little secret. If you're starting with small eggplant like these are, they have very few seeds, and the seeds are where all that bitterness lies. So now we want to get our pan going with a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to turn up the heat here a little bit and put up a couple tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. You may need more as you go on because, you know, eggplant is so notorious about absorbing oil. So you put the oil in, and we want to add some onion. So a diced onion. I've got more onion here than I need. Get an onion in there, and we're going to get that going until it gets fragrant. So mince up the garlic. So that goes in. I'm going to turn this down a little bit and give that a stir. Starting to smell good. Now we need anchovy. Beautiful. Look at those. Gorgeous. I'm going to put them right on this board. There are about 4 in this can. That's about the amount that I need. So I'm going to take them all and just dice them up. So they go in. And then with that, let me stir that around a little bit. Anchovy really is something that gives your sauce the depth of flavor that it really, really needs. You can buy green olives in your grocery store. These are Cerignola olives, the green olives from southern Italy. Tomato paste. Yes. About a couple tablespoons. And I'm just going to eyeball that. That's 1, and that's 2. Okay, we're going to leave those there for a minute now because now we are going to add that eggplant. So this is about a pound of eggplant. I like to use sometimes those Japanese eggplants, you know, the real long, thin ones. They're good too. So we get this in, and this is where you may need to add a little bit more oil. This is really considered a really country dish, you know, because of all of these ingredients are so readily available in the South. Okay, that's looking good. Now we can put in the olives, all of them. They go in. Stir that around a little bit. And we're going to add now our capers. Capers, you can either get the ones in salt, which you will have to rinse off, or you can get the ones in brine. If you get the ones in brine, you just have to drain them. The ones in salt, you have to rinse off. So these are like the seed pod of the nasturtium plant, and they grow everywhere in the cracks and walls of different towns in southern Italy. So obviously, you use that in your cooking too. So the capers have kind of like a, you know, a little spritey flavor to them. All right, now we get to the tomatoes. So let me put this aside. And here they are. So here we have those beautiful San Marzano tomatoes. And you see the skin is off of them. They never come with the skin on. They're always peeled and they're always whole. So at this point, you really got to get into this. So get your old clothes on, because this is the way my grandmother, and probably a lot of your grandmothers or aunts, would add plum tomatoes when they were making a sauce with your hands. So you take the plum tomatoes and you squeeze them by hand right over your vegetables, just like that. Squeeze them. Okay? And they're very, very pulpy. There's the rest of the puree. That goes on. I get rid of this. Wash my hands. And remember that can? Got to add that with a little bit of water, or you could do wine if you wanted to. Put that in. Give this a good stir. And you're going to let this cook over medium-low heat until this eggplant is cooked down. Your kitchen is smelling beautiful. And then you can go on to making your pasta, because then the sauce will be all ready for you.